Hey everyone, welcome back to the Autoflux games. So this is the fifth event and also the finale wound into one because I decided that we've got a lot to cover today and I may as well just get it all done in one video so we can get back to the regularly scheduled program next week. However, be sure to stick around because I've got some results to share with you today and I think you're going to be surprised by them. It isn't exactly the outcome that I thought it would be, but honestly, this challenge has been a lot of fun and it's been very interesting as well to see how things have developed. So let's go over event number 5 first. So what I decided to do for event number 5 was make it so that it would be based on the fan art that I collected on the Discord, and basically the number of fan submissions for each individual car determined their score. In first place we have the Hugo with 17 separate submissions, so that is 17 different cars based on the Hugo that were made and then posted on my Discord from, well, the beginning until now. That is a lot of different variants. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but all of them are very interesting, and I'm thankful for everybody who submitted something. It's very clear that the Hugo was the winner of that part of the contest because nobody else even came close. Second place, we have the Snakebite with 8 submissions. Some very unique ones in this one as well. You guys are much better at building cars than I am, and it's awesome. It's really cool to see how much time and dedication people are willing to put into stuff. And I always find that when you start with something, it makes it even easier to go creative and go wild because you don't have to start way at the beginning. You can just build off of somebody else's knowledge, and I think that's really cool, so thanks again. Third place is the Amazon Prime. Somebody built one of these that is better than the original in basically every aspect, and I really wish that I had done what they have done from the start. That's how it should have been when I first made it, but it's good. It's really good. I'm happy to see 7 submissions for this car. And then in last we have the Red Rocket and the Magic 302 tied with 5 submissions each. Definitely the less popular ones of the cars in terms of art, but at the same time they're the most kind of generic ones, so yeah, some cool stuff there too. That's not saying that the 5 that have been submitted for each of them are bad, it's just that the number is not as high. So yeah, overall not terrible, but the Hugo definitely takes the crown in event number 5. And for our final challenge, which was going to be in the finale regardless, it's the likes challenge. So what I decided to do was map it so it's based on percentage of likes versus views. It's basically just likes over views to get the percentage, because yeah, it just makes a lot more sense. Because obviously if the video has a lot of views, it's going to have more likes, and you'll see some disparity in the viewership. So yeah, it would have been no contest without doing it in a percentage. To give you an example, first place is the Snakebite with 250 likes and 3,271 views. Like, that's not very many views. It's the least of all of these by quite a significant margin, but it's still first place because it has the most likes per view ratio, and that's 7.64%. So pretty cool to see that the Snakebite actually takes the crown despite being the least viewed video. That is very surprising, but obviously you guys really like that one. So second place we have the Amazon Prime. The video had 5,190 views as of my looking at it earlier today, and that's 362 likes for a percentage of 6.97. Pretty easy second place, but everybody is quite close. It's like 5.5 to 7.6, somewhere in those ranges. So a pretty tight radius of who actually decides to like these videos. Third place was the Hugo, 6,000 views, 409 likes. Fourth place is the Magic 302, 11,046 views and 623 likes. And then the Red Rocket is last, 13,184 views, 734 likes. That's 5.57%, and the Magic 302 is 5.64%. So if you are looking carefully, it's actually kind of the way that I've done it means that the video with the least views has the most score, just because a lot of people will jump into a video, especially if it's bigger. We'll get a lot more people from recommended. They'll see it and then they'll just click off of it instantly, but it still counts as a view. Obviously they didn't have time to like, so it's yeah, interesting to see it go that way, but it does give a little bit to the underdogs, and that leads us into our final scores. If you add everything up, all the points are out of 30, and here is the final. With 14.8 out of a possible 30 points, that's a failing score, it's the Magic 302. This kind of makes a lot of sense. The Magic 302 had a lot of struggles in these challenges, and it came first place in only one event, that being event number 2, where it actually won by a significant margin. It turns out it's very durable, but other than that, it's not very fast. It isn't particularly good in any other aspect. The engine is huge, but the power numbers and the ridiculously crappy transmission basically mean that it struggled a lot in any contest that involved driving. So yeah, it basically was everything. So 14.8 points out of a possible 30. Still a cool car, interesting concept, but ultimately not very good for at least these challenges. In fourth place, we have the Hugo. Yeah, so it came first in the final challenge, which was important for its success because at the end of event number 4, it was dead last by a significant margin, but the scoring in event number 5 basically brought it up a decent amount. Same thing with the likes challenge as well to get it into 4th position. So I'm happy to see it there. That's 56% if you're counting scores, and that's not a great one. But you know what? That's considered a pass in my books. And yeah, the Hugo has managed to make it into 4th. Time for the big boys. It's 3rd place with the Amazon Prime. It's kind of consistently been 3rd place throughout the challenges, and it's, yeah, just overall a pretty decent vehicle. And even though it's ugly as heck, it's functionally decent, and despite having massive wheels, it's not as bad as it seems. 2nd place we have, the Red Rocket. Oh, I thought it would come first too. 21.1 points out of a possible 30. That is 70%. By the way, the Amazon Prime was 20.7, so it was very close for the Red Rocket to actually almost be in 3rd, which is kind of crazy considering how well it did on a lot of these challenges. Like, it tied for 1st in the first challenge, it came dead last in the 2nd challenge, but a little bit of controversy about that in the comments. It was 1st in challenge number 3, and it was 1st in challenge number 4, but it didn't do so well in event number 5, and it did pretty poorly, being dead last in the likes challenge. Being the video that has the most views, that makes a lot of sense, but yikes, those things brought it down a significant amount into 2nd place. It's a bit of a weird car, but it is by all metrics the fastest one in a lot of things, and yeah, it's cool. I'm happy that it's worked out this way, because that means the Snakebite, the best all-around vehicle, is in 1st place. Although it's got the least amount of views on its build video, it is one of my favorites. I think it's probably one of the best designed, if not the best designed cars in this entire event lineup, probably because it was done first and after that I got lazy, but don't think about it too much. The Snakebite has been crowned 1st place champion. Very cool to see. I know the graphs and stuff are a little bit confusing, but if you want to see the rest of these videos, be sure to check out the playlist. It's in the description, and it will be in the pinned comment as well. So yeah, check it out if you missed anything. And it's time for the Snakebite to do its inaugural finishing thing, which is going to be driving off of a cliff and smashing into boulders. Please enjoy. But while that's going on, I just want to say thank you everybody for watching this series. It has been fairly successful views wise, but it has more so been much more successful in terms of people being interested in it, and it's been a long time. It has literally been 10 weeks. That's a decent portion of the year. That's like a 5th of the year that I spent just making these cars every week and then making these challenges every week. But it's great, and I'm looking forward to getting back into automation, just playing it, and hopefully you'll be along for that ride too. I've got some other stuff that I want to do, and yeah, time is always of the essence, but I'm happy to be getting back into the regular schedule of things. Am I even going to remember how to make a car, like, at this point? I'm genuinely not sure, but there's only one way to find out, and you'll find out next week. I just have to think of a good idea. So if you know what I should build next, hit me up in the comments, and I'll see you again next week for some more. But that's it. Autoflux Games 2022 signing off. I'll see you guys again next time.